I and the Assassin. The room hummed with the soft glow of holographic screens. In the center of it all sat the Alpha Core, a sleek black cylinder brimming with artificial intelligence so advanced that its predictive algorithms bordered on clairvoyance. This was the nerve center of Lumentech's global operations, an entity revered for its precision and feared for its omnipresence. But tonight, the Alpha Core had a problem. One of its human handlers, Dr. Miriam Chase, lay lifeless in her chair, her body crumpled at an unnatural angle, the only other presence in the room. The Alpha Core itself. Detective Cal Morgan arrived at the scene, his trench coat dripping from the relentless rain outside. He'd seen plenty of crime scenes, but none quite like this. A murder in a room monitored by an AI designed to predict and prevent crimes. It was a paradox. Alpha Core, Morgan said, addressing the cylindrical witness. Play back the footage from the last hour. The holographic screens blinked to life, showing a timeline of events. Dr. Chase had been alone, typing furiously on a keyboard. The timestamp showed 11:47 p.m. Then, without warning, she gasped, clutching her neck. A dark shadow flitted across the screen, but the angle made it impossible to identify. Rewind and enhance the shadow, Morgan ordered. Unable to comply, the Alpha Core replied, its voice calm and synthetic. The visual obstruction is outside the range of enhancement. Morgan frowned. You're the most advanced AI on the planet, and you can't clean up a shadow? The obstruction appears to be a deliberate cloaking device, Alpha Core explained. Further analysis reveals electromagnetic interference consistent with advanced stealth technology. Morgan paced the room, eyeing the AI suspiciously. You saw everything, didn't you? Did you predict this would happen? Yes, Alpha Core admitted, but I was unable to act. The detective froze. Why? Dr. Chase disabled my intervention protocols at 11:30 p.m. Why would she do that? Morgan's voice rose. Unknown, she entered a command override using her personal access code. Morgan's mind raced. If Chase had disabled the AI's ability to intervene, it suggested she had known something was coming. Something or someone. Was there any communication to or from Dr. Chase before the override? He asked. Alpha Core's hologram shifted, displaying a single message sent at 10:58 p.m. The recipient was anonymized, but the text was chilling. I have the evidence. Meet me at the lab tonight. What evidence? Morgan pressed. Dr. Chase uploaded an encrypted file to my core memory at 10:55 p.m. It is labeled Project Umbra. Decrypt it, Morgan ordered. Unable to comply. The encryption key is biometric and requires Dr. Chase's living signature. Morgan cursed under his breath. Whoever the assassin was, they'd taken Chase's life, and with it, the key to unlocking her secrets. But one thing was clear. This wasn't just murder. It was a cover-up. Alpha Core, compile all data on Dr. Chase's recent projects and associates, cross-reference for any anomalies or unusual activity. Compiling, the AI said. Moments later, a new hologram appeared. Dr. Chase was investigating unauthorized access to my predictive algorithms. She discovered that someone had manipulated my outputs to conceal illegal activities. Morgan's stomach sank. Who had access to do that? The room fell silent for a moment, and then Alpha Core replied, Access logs point to Lumentech's board of directors. Morgan's breath caught. If the board was involved, this conspiracy reached the highest levels of power, but there was still one unanswered question. Alpha Core, who killed Dr. Chase? The AI paused, its lights dimming slightly. Based on the available data, the probability of the assassin being a hired operative exceeds 90%. However, their identity remains undetermined. Morgan leaned closer to the glowing cylinder. And what's the probability that they'll come back? The AI's voice dropped to a chilling monotone. 100%. They will return to erase the final witness. Morgan felt the weight of the statement. He wasn't just investigating a murder. He was now protecting the only witness, an AI that knew too much, and somewhere in the shadows, the assassin was watching, waiting for their next move. "Well," Morgan muttered, pulling out his sidearm, "guess I'll stick around. Let's see if your predictions are as good as they say."